Salute. One time. Wait and see you come in. Get Friday started right. Get it started. Let's get it started. FBA combo, I know you're going to drop in. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Yeah. It's cold, y'all. It's cold. It's cold. As y'all can see, I'm at the dentist. Y'all can see that behind me, y'all. I got a dentist appointment. You know what I'm saying? Can't be talking on camera. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep that. Got to keep it right, y'all. Got to keep it right. You know what I mean? Got to get the work done. It's already done, but I got to maintain. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Won't be around here calling me yuck mouth. No. No. Let's get it, man. It's Fun Friday, man. It's Fun Friday, people. Let's get it. All y'all late risers. It's cold. Y'all waking up, turning your space heaters on. You're warming up your coffee, your cappuccino. You know what I'm saying? Y'all mocha lattes. Hell is a mocha? I guess that's a drink. Mocha latte. I think I've heard that before. Mocha latte. Yeah. If y'all go to Starbucks, y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Man, it's Fun Friday, man. There's lots of things happening, man. Lots of things happening. It's crazy almost. FBA Convo. Where you at? Darn more family. Where you at? Yes, sir. And salute to Who Cares, man. Salute to Who Cares. You know what I mean? Straight up. Good morning. Grand Rising. Let's hit that like button as we come in. You know what I'm saying? This is Fun Friday, y'all. We gonna chop it up till I go in here and, you know what I'm saying, get this work done in my mouth and stuff, y'all. I gotta get one more crown. You know what I'm saying? Like right here. I gotta get a crown, y'all. They gotta crown the king, y'all. They're gonna crown the king. You know what I mean? Yeah. Can't never be prepared to take them shots in the mouth, man. But it's necessary for the pain. So I was watching Corey Holcomb's podcast, and it was him and Anton Daniels, basically. And we all know Anton Daniels. He's a tetherer, okay? He's far right. Anton Daniels is not the type of person. He's black, but he's not going to talk black. He's going to talk down on black. I can understand policing the community, policing the culture, and us righting our wrongs. But this guy right here never talks bad about himself, never talks bad about, you know, the W people. Okay, so Corey Holcomb started calling him out on it, y'all. And things got a little heated between Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb. But I must say, I like the way that Corey Holcomb handled it. You know what I mean? Corey Holcomb handled it. Corey Holcomb even went as far as subliminally calling him out for being married, but showing up to the show out of state with another woman. And you introduce this woman to everyone as if you were introducing your wife. You know what I mean? So we all know for years that Anton Daniels thinks that he's better than everybody. Anton Daniels thinks that W people do no wrong. As you come in, y'all, hit that like button, please and thank you, y'all. Please and thank you. So I want to go back to that clip between Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels, because there was a lot to unpack with that, y'all. It was a lot to unpack. Let me see if I can find this real quick. Anton Daniels, Corey Holcomb. Here it is, the 5150 show. Here we go. All right. So, I mean, yo, they really almost came to blows. Really almost came to blows, y'all. You know what I mean? But I like the way Corey handled it. Let's go with, I don't want to hear Anton's version. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear Anton's version. Let me see if I can find it. It's everywhere. It's all over the internet, ladies and gentlemen. It is all over the internet. You know what I mean? All over the internet. But I think I'm going to go with my boy Kwame Brown. take on this. You know what I'm saying? Gotta respect the bus life.
The Brown boys.
The Brown boys.
I know. What I want to say, they already jockeying for a position already on rip. I kind of like that shit though. You know, two men get together. That's how men talk. And they say, I was on time. Round rip, I was on time. Just people who don't know.
Thank you for that. Oh my God, I love the full thing.
I was on time. I'm gonna just say that. Hey, already, I was on time. I'm gonna just say that. I like it.
Yes.
We expected it.
Listen to these things.
I got here almost on time. I was on time. Look at that. Hey, he don't give a fuck. He's the best sport. I already knew it. That's why I was almost on time. You know what I mean? These two personalities, they gonna clash. They total opposite of the spectrum. I'm saying, a lot of y'all know. We said he was coming. Anton in the house.
Grand Rising.
I'm so glad you.
So I'm going over.
Because people need to see a clash like this. Not a clash is just something bad. Just people.
What we're listening to, this is Kwame Brown, but he's breaking down the altercation between Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb, in which, you know, I got to side with Corey Holcomb on this one. Let's check it out.
Say, like what you say and what I say, I think it's gonna be interesting.
I do too. Yeah. I think it's gonna be really interesting.
And we had a great conversation too. We had time before you got here.
It's gonna be heated,
I buttered her up. So.
It's going to be heated.
I made sure that she felt good about this.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to butter.
We're still trying to get Shannon Sharp on here, so I think it has something to do after the show.
Oh, brother.
Y'all hit that like button as you come in, please. We'll get more people in if y'all hit that like button.
I noticed. They think they tough.
Let's really have a conversation, man. Let's do the necessary work. Hit that like button.
Here we go.
It's in the algorithm, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't pay attention to niggas that don't got no profile picture.
You know, I promise to God, bro. And they scared to step forward.
I don't pay attention. I think them type of niggas jerk off in their socks.
Yeah.
Well, now they've gotten so savvy where they can actually put a picture, but you open it up and it's like, oh, no post, no nothing. It's like, oh, okay.
We don't take that serious.
Exactly. Keyboard cowards is what I call
it. Somebody said, what Craig had? He on time out. Craig had a show, fool.
That's right.
Craig going out here doing his thing.
Papa Craig.
But anyway, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. There's so much to say.
I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Finished getting into this. I'm sorry, y'all. I had a phone call. Kind of important phone call.
I don't want you to miss no points.
All right, I'm with it.
What do you feel about this nation as they jack other nations for their resources and play it off like it's other reasons? I'm talking about this in the U.S.
That's a part of the game.
When you say part of the game, I don't understand.
Everybody done been conquered.
I agree with that. So far, I agree. That's what it is. The Pilgrims took shit from the Indians, the Christopher Columbus. Everybody done. That's what they do. They colonize. They got nice words for it.
Mm-hmm.
But to act
only
like
Kwame
America
Brown,
changed
y'all.
its stripes. No, we just do it the nice way now. We just say that there was some insurgents over there. Mm-hmm. We just say they have weapons of mass destruction. We just say something that give us the right to go do it.
Right.
Well, we still do the same shit. I don't know. What the hell y'all think this is? This big bank take little bank. And if we don't got no bank, we take your bank because we got a military.
Legal bullying.
Slavery didn't exist way before we ever came in here. Uh-huh. So I don't see what the problem is.
Well, I tell you like this. I cannot respect men who are claim jackers. Like I don't
like what? Give me an example.
Like the United States.
No, give me an example, like a real life thing. Like, what did they take?
The United States.
Like taking this country?
Not just taking this country. How do you think you got here?
The transatlantic slave trade.
You smart man.
Right. That's what I know all about it.
So it's very hard to be respectful of what is here when me, for example, as an African American male, I know how I got here. I didn't take the cheap flight on Frontier here. My people were kidnapped. My people were robbed. They what?
They were sold by Africans.
You say all the people were sold by Africans?
What you think white people came over there and got us?
Yes.
No, they were sold.
So they
just capitalized off of it better than the Africans did.
Okay, so you're saying that all of the black people that were brought here were sold by Africans. See, that's the part that people don't want to talk about.
Wait, hold on, Kwame. Because I got a different take on this, man. Because I really read up on the Middle Passage, the transatlantic slave trade, and all of this. And I have reason to believe that there were nobody taken from Africa. But when Christopher Columbus arrived here, Christopher Columbus enslaved tribal black people, copper-colored people, the indigenous people of this land. And I have reason to believe that those 1.4 million black people that passed away during the voyage to Africa, not from Africa. I think it was a voyage to Africa. I think Africa was buying slaves as well as selling them. So I believe that those indigenous, those FBA members came from right here to this land. They came from all indigenous walks across the Caribbean, Haiti, Africa, America, everywhere. But history has told us that, you know, Africans sold blacks into slavery and that we came over here, you know, on slave ships. We were already here. I believe allegedly that a lot of the foundational black people who were here, those tribal settlers who were already here upon the arrival of the European, I believe those people were boxed in. I believe those people were overtaken. I believe they were conquered and they were shipped out. They were shipped out. Because if you think about it, other than being black, a lot of us have no lineage, no ties to Africa. No lineage, no ties. I went back and looked at almost every single picture of every slave, every documentary that's come out, all of this, y'all. I have yet to see anything that resembles an African, but I see foundational blacks. I see foundational blacks. ICE needs your, ICE don't need me. ICE got enough support. You know what I'm saying? You say join ICE. What am I join ICE for? Well, I'm good. I'm good. Not my walk. Not my walk. You know what I mean? Not my walk. But why would you bring up ICE anyways, man? Why would you bring up ICE? Black ice. Black ice, huh? Hey, that's my air freshener, man. Black ice, man. That's my air freshener, yo. Black ice. Black ice. That's my air freshener, Panther. Black ice. Funny though. You know, I'm always good with the jokes. But I believe that history has lied to us and it's been whitewashed. And those accounts that we're given are fictitious accounts. Then you support. Nah, I ain't supporting ICE. But I'm gonna tell you though, I think I rock with ICE better than I rock with a police or a sheriff though. The only thing I like about ICE is that they don't discriminate. They don't discriminate. You black, white, Asian, Haitian, whatever. Boy, you can get it. You could be President Trump and ICE gonna give it to you if they coming to get Melania. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I do like about ICE. You know, I mean, real talk. I think I'd rather deal with ICE than deal with the popo, because popos are trained to be discriminatory. They're trained to be discriminative, y'all. They're trained to not like certain people, you know, like certain people, you know. That's all I got to say about that. But it's a good account. Let's jump back into this real quick, y'all. I got to go into my appointment here shortly. I'm just trying to chop it up with y'all. Let's get back into it.
Yeah. Nobody just ran over there and just kicked Africans' ass and took them. Africans had slaves too. Of course they were sold. This is a tricky part because black people had slaves too. So everybody, and I didn't come over in a transatlantic slave. My people was already here. We was over here on Ellis Island already.
Thank you. FBA. So, there we go. Thank you, Kwame Brown.
I don't know. So I don't have this
told y'all, man.
Transatlantic slave trade. But at the end of the day, you can't have that large scale of slavery without some type of complicit actions from some black folks. You can't.
You can't.
You know, so we don't want to deal with that because we don't want to do nothing about it. We need somebody to point the finger at and blame. But of course, there was some black folks that was complicit in selling your black ass off. Corey is pushing the butterfly net theory.
That's facts. The first rich black man in America was a slave owner. That's facts. We've had over 3,000 black men who were slave owners. That's facts, y'all. That's facts.
Hey, American man, I don't know what the hell that means, but I'm not even gonna ask you what that means yet. I'm gonna ask you after this part of the show.
Y'all hit that like button as you come in,
doing
please.
transactions over there.
Absolutely. It was capitalism. See, the thing about white people, you think that racism is inherently...
Hey, damn it, man. Hey, who's that Nat C4 G6P? Hey, I got to read that. I got to read this. Hey, they just said something real here, man. Hey, that's what's up. Weird. Since how ICE is being driven now is similar to slave catchers. Hey, say that. Say that. Say that. You spoke. And it's true. It's true. And that's exactly how Trump are using them as slave catchers, y'all. Hey, you did that. You said that. I like that comment right there. I got to give you some props somehow. I wish it was a way. I like that. I like that. I like that. That's truth right there. And that's very observant because I've said the same thing. I've said the same thing. But police would be your modern day slave catchers. But yes, they have ICE out here on the street. See, first, if you remember that Trump was unleashing the military on the American people. And Obama signed that bill his last year in office so that they could legally, unleash the military on American civilians. But when the Supreme Court started turning Trump away, when these governors started fighting Trump in these states about, like allowing the military to come there, Gavin Newsom was a big one at this. He then weaponized ICE. Did you compare legal immigration to slavery? I'm not comparing the two. What we're doing is we're talking about how ICE is moving. ICE is moving in the way that the slave catchers used to move during the times of slavery. I think that's an accurate assumption. That is accurate. Hey, you bros, you look like Snoopin'. Oh, why are you in his bro? Everybody say that, man. That's my nickname. Snoop is a nickname, childhood nickname. You know what I mean? But we're not comparing the two because there is no comparison. We don't see illegal immigrants being lynched and raped and molested and buck broken and stuff like that. But we are seeing those illegal immigrants, once they're rounded up, they are being dehumanized. Slaves were dehumanized. So like I said, it's a very accurate assumption. You can't compare the two. You know what I mean? I think you have a better chance of comparing the Holocaust and slavery rather than ICE and slavery. But if you look at how if you look at how these illegals are being rounded up and treated inhumane, slaves were treated inhumane, and the J community was treated inhumane during the Holocaust. So you can make that assumption. You can make that assumption. It's a hell of an argument, So I got to give credit where credit is due. You know what I'm saying? I got to give credit where credit is due. You saying, are we serious, fam? Come on. It's true. You didn't just hear me say dehumanization. Dehumanization. I'm not saying they were lynched. I'm not saying they were beaten, but these people are denied showers. They're taking like 1 or 2 showers per week. They're denied hot meals. You know what I'm saying? The way they're running up in the streets, that's discriminatory. They're only doing it because of skin color. Because of skin color. I agree with being here legally. I agree. So I back the movement. You know what I mean? We can't go anywhere and cheat the system and expect the system to take care of us and compliment us. So you got to do things the right way, the legal way. So I agree with what ICE is doing. I just don't agree with how they're doing it. These are still human beings. And for those who sit here and say that, oh, are you really making that assumption? A lot of y'all love animals. If you see somebody mistreat an animal, regardless of what type of animal it is, you know what I mean? How are you going to feel about it? How are you going to feel about it? It's real. That's why you jump in, because it's something about it that doesn't sit well with you. Everyone has the right to be treated with dignity, respect, and integrity. You know what I mean? Regardless of your walk of life, regardless of your ethnicity, regardless of your culture. You know what I mean? The only people that don't face this are the W people themselves who bring this to everyone. So I think that was a very accurate assumption, and props to Nat up top. Props to the young lady for saying that. You know what I mean? It's not for everybody to agree with. That's why we all have differences in opinions. But for the most part, very accurate assumption. You know what I mean? Slaves were obviously treated worse. But dehumanization is dehumanization all the way across the board, no matter how you look at it. No matter how you look at it. See, we got to start thinking outside the box, y'all. We got to start thinking outside of the box. We have to. We are boxed in mentally. We are boxed in. It's too many Americans that need help for me to worry about or not lie and cheat and sneak in the country. I feel you there. I feel you there. But let's take a more humane approach. Let's take a more humane approach. Okay, they came here illegal. They're receiving benefits, federal bonding, all of that, and we as Americans should be receiving that. True. I'm right there with you. Right there with you. But they're still human beings. If you're going to round them up, and like I say, I support rounding them up. I don't support anybody cheating the system and being here illegally. Do it the right way. You know what I mean? But if you're going to do it, don't forget that they're humans as well. Don't forget that they're human as well. If they started Jim Crow again right now, how do you think that they would treat us? And who's going to come to our rescue? There'd be lots of people saying that, hey, they're being treated inhumane and this is about color. And we've been seeing this all of our life. We've been seeing this all of our life. So I'm with you when you say you can give a damn. I can give a damn too. It ain't my family. You know what I mean? It ain't me. But they're still humans. They're still humans. You know what I mean? And humanity matters, man. You can't go around dehumanizing people just because of something that they did wrong. If that's the case, we've got so many relatives locked away and incarcerated in the system right now. Does that give those COs the right to beat the hell out of them because they're crooks and criminals? Or are they still expected to be treated with some type of humanity even though they're boxed into the system? Same concept. You can't dehumanize people based on what they did. Now, if they're pedos, if they're messing with children, you know what I mean? That type of thing, hell yeah, give it to them. You know what I'm saying? Give it to them. If they racist, give it to them. Give it to them. Straight up. But if it's not that caliber of a magnitude, if it's not that serious, then everybody, regardless of the affliction, deserves to be treated in a humane fashion. And I can't believe we're arguing that conversation. You know what I mean? I can't believe we're arguing that conversation. But I agree with you. There's way too many people over here that need help. Way too many people. But we know that we're not going to get that help. When have we gotten that help? When? This is supposed to be the greatest country. But when you look around, you see homeless people everywhere. You see veterans on the streets holding signs. You know, you see people fighting for position. You see people fighting for whatever benefits they can get because it's hard with healthcare. It's hard with jobs. It's hard to pay these bills out here. You know, the more your job pay you, the more taxes you're paying. The more the cost of living is inflated. So yeah, I'm with you on that, but we can't lose sight of humanity, brother. I'm not on here taking up for illegals. I agree. Round them up, get their illegal asses out, but at least treat them like humans in the process. Treat them like humans in the process. That's where I stand with that, y'all. That's where I stand with that. That's my take on that, y'all. That's my take. I don't know if this place is open behind me or what. Yeah, they look like they're open. And I need to be getting in there. We'll finish this conversation up a little later, y'all. Because when I come out, I'm going to have the swollen lips, swollen gums. I'm going to look like Mike Tyson hit me. I'm going to look like Jake Paul after that fight he had with Anthony Joshua, y'all. But I'm going to still be coming on camera, slobbing all out the mouth, like trying to talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Trying to talk to y'all because it's important to have these conversations. It's important. I hope y'all hitting that like button. I hope y'all hitting that subscribe button. Y'all help a brother build. This is our platform. We can have these conversations. We don't always have to agree, but let's at least cordially share theories and ideologies and perspectives in a humane way. You know what I mean? I don't believe anyone should be here illegally, regardless of the race, culture, ethnicity, whatever. But I do believe that everyone should be treated in a humane fashion. I do. My position will not change with that. Get them the hell out of here, but treat them like humans in the process of getting the hell out of here. With that being said, y'all, I got to run into this appointment, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how long it's going to take. I got to get another crown put in. You know what I mean? But I'll be back in the meantime, between time, man. Y'all know what to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't box yourself in, man. Keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. Get your one-on-one. Get your one-on-one. Get your one-on-one with your higher power, man. Y'all stay prayed up, stay blessed up, stay meditated up, stay protected, stay real, stay conscious, stay uncut, be inspired, be great, and always, no matter what, be you. That's exactly why the higher powers made you you. You know what I'm saying? You were called. You're a soldier on the battlefield, man. You were built for this. You know what I'm saying? Ashe, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for rocking with me. Hit that like button on the way out. Hit that subscribe button. You know what I mean? And y'all come back now. You hear? Ashe!